What's up, everybody? Today, I just want to well, at least this morning, I want to just take a little segue into something a little bit different. This is mostly for the guys, but ladies, if you want to watch this, you can watch this too. But guys, if your lady is watching this video right now, tell her to scoot on into the kitchen or get away from the computer or the phone or the iPad or the tablet or whatever it is. Are the ladies gone? Okay, good. So, you guys already know that, Valentine's Day is coming up. It's going to be just right around the corner. And I know this is coming late, but, better late than never. And it just started thinking to myself, every year, without fail, we go through the same ritual. Most of us go through the same ritual. And it's not for lack that we don't try. It's just, I honestly believe to a certain extent, we men, we lack imagination. We like simple, uncomplicated things. But sometimes it's the complicated things that really reap the big rewards, okay? You see bodybuilders all the time. They don't get swole because they don't lift. You know what I'm saying? Really smart people don't get that way because they don't study, So sometimes you gotta shake things up a little bit. Now, for those of you that don't know, I am also a photographer on the side, and I started a business a year ago, and I'm cultivating the business. But this is not about me, because this is not the kind of photography I do. But what I want to suggest to you guys is this. Every year that we go through this ritual, we usually buy the same things. We buy the flowers, we buy the candies, we might take our significant others to dinner. It's the same thing over and over again. Some guys get a little stylish and they do balloons, or they might do boat rides and stuff like that. But the thing that I want to impress on you is these things are finite. And it's something that one of my wedding photographer associates had brought to my mind, and it makes perfect sense. Weddings, when people do weddings, they focus on everything except the photography. Smart people that are getting weddings done are going to think about photographers first. And there's one reason why. Because you'll spend all your money on the cake. You'll spend your money on the caterer. You'll spend your money on the DJ. You'll spend your money on the venue where you're having the wedding or the reception. You'll spend your money on a whole bunch of things that technically only are good for the day. Your wedding album is forever. Okay? Those images last. Your portraits, your honeymoon portraits, all these things last. And so this year, guys, if you can, I'm going to suggest to you, reach out to a photographer, a professional photographer, somebody who that does great images. Preferably somebody that does, wait for it, boudoir. Yes, I said boudoir. Guys, you don't understand. If you've ever looked at Facebook or Twitter or some of these other websites, you never notice that the ladies are constantly preening in front of the camera. They're taking the selfies. They're looking at themselves. What if your girlfriend, she just lost a lot of weight and she's looking really good? What if it's your wife and, after all these years of raising your kids are now out of the house and it's just you and your wife in the house alone? Pick up the phone, call a really good photographer, and they're not hard to find. They're all over the place. It's not going to be cheap. A good photographer is never going to be inexpensive. But what you get in return are going to be hugs and kisses for the rest of the year. Guaranteed. Because I don't know of any woman who doesn't want to have their pictures taken by a professional. Now, they might love taking their pictures with the selfies and all this other stuff, and they might seem like they're oblivious, and you might think to yourself, well, she takes selfies, so, I guess that's good enough. Wrong. Wrong answer, bro. If you go to a restaurant, you're not just wanting to get a piece of steak that somebody just picked up from the grocery store just the day before, right? You want that prime aged beef, right? So you want to take your wife or set up an appointment with a professional photographer to get her boudoir pictures. Something a little risque, something a little sexy, something a little bit off the shoulder, It doesn't have to be like straight up buck-ass naked porn. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just the two of you looking at it. But, something that's going to make her feel special. And trust me when I say this, guys, I have seen this on numerous occasions. It doesn't matter if they're 21 or if they're 65, if they're 72, or if they're 54. It doesn't matter. Women love taking pictures of themselves. Women like having pictures taken of themselves. And imagine you walk up to your wifey and you give her an appointment card. Say, listen, I have a place for you to go. All right? And if you really want to up the ante, don't just stop at the photographer. Hook up with a professional makeup artist. Make it a ladies night out, okay? You know, it's not necessarily just you and her, but I mean, you could do that, you know. Set it up so that you get the makeup artist. They're going to do the makeup. They're going to do the hair. Then I guess she'll pick the lingerie. And then the photographer will just go and, snap off these portrait shots. And then after everything is done, she's already dolled up. She's good to go for a night on the town. And that's when you hit her with the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? But the important thing is that she's going to have something that she's always going to be able to look at. She can have it in a little gift box. Every once in a while when she's feeling down, she can open up the gift box and she can look at those images and just remember a time in her life when she was drop dead gorgeous. Or she could just remember a time, or she could be experiencing a moment in her life where her sexiness is coming back. She's been a mom for all these years. You know what I'm saying? She's been raising her kids. Now her kids are off to college or they're off in the world. And now it's just you and her in the house by yourselves. Now she's feeling like, I used to be gorgeous. Bring that experience back for them. Let them know that you care. And that it's not just about the flowers and the candies. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Save the flowers and the candies for mom. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But for your significant other, take that next step. Reach out to a makeup artist. And here's the thing. Even if you can't get it done for Valentine's Day, because a lot of times, around this time of year, photographers get swamped. Set up the appointment anyway. What you do, set up the appointment, reach out to one of these guys, get the appointment card, attach the appointment card to a bouquet of flowers or a box of candy, and just whisper in her ear, listen, I made an appointment for you. I think you might like it, What do you think about this? Now, a lot of women might openly have reservations to this, but trust me when I say a lot of women do this. If you go, all you have to do is just go on the internet and look at images of women in lingerie. I guarantee you a good portion of those women in lingerie are not sporting the lingerie just because it's an ad for lingerie. They're sporting the lingerie because they want to be in the lingerie, because they feel sexy. They want to relive those moments in their lives. They want to look good. It doesn't even have to be lingerie. It could be like a nice, beautiful gown. It could be a nice, sporty dress. Something that just makes her look like and experience what she felt like at a younger time in her life. Or maybe experience the emancipation of herself now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything sexier than a grown woman. I don't. And you take this woman and get her some beautiful portraits or boudoir pictures, and it's not something necessarily that you and her are sharing. This is something specifically for her, something that she can always hold in her hands and she can always look at. Same thing like a wedding album. All right, folks always spend their money on everything else, but don't spend their money on the wedding album. And then when you get the wedding album, it's all cheap and unimpressive. Spend the money, guys. It's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. That's all I have for you guys right now. Tonight I'm going to try and come at y'all with some other content. But just for now, guys, think about what I said. I know it's last minute and you probably won't be able to get it done immediately. But like I said, you can still make an appointment. And the appointment still would be good for you to just reach out to somebody, get them set up, and then, let your girlfriend or your wife or your fiance know that, I did something special for you. And trust me, even if they don't seem like they're excited about it, trust me when I say they're going to be mad excited about it, especially if the images look good. And so that's it. This is not a shameless plug for me, because that's not the kind of photography I do. But I know a lot of photographers out there that would love to do that work for somebody. So, guys, get it going. Get to it. You still here? Put your girlfriend and your wife back on. Ladies, I just told your guys to set you up with boudoir and some gorgeous portraits. So it's not going to be the same old this year. Or you might get the same old, but we're going to add a little twist to it. So don't tell your guys I spoke to you about this. This is just between you and me. And if your guys don't seem like they're receptive to the idea, just give them a little hint, just a little nudge. Like, I've been thinking about getting some professional pictures done. What do you think, babe? And the husband will be like, if they saw the video, they'd be like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I'm glad I thought of it. Guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little something out of it. I will get at y'all later on down the road.